encourage everyone to do take the time, 10 minutes, and speak about your group, what you do, so that we can help you. Like, it was very cool that she was, I'm sorry, what's your first name?
Me?
Yeah.
Gina.
Gina was saying that she had water damage in her home in New York. Well, we don't quite go to New York. But it was nice that she thought about us. So then that's the idea of why we're all doing networking together. So I'm going to do a little bit of question and answer, but first of all, I'm going to just say what we do. We are the paramedics of fire, water, and mold. And my mainstay is water, because water is probably the majority of what we get calls as an emergency service. We also do mold remediation, and I don't know if you know, but in 1 square inch of mold is over 650 million mold spores. So if you have mold in your home, or you suspect you have mold in your home, you want it taken care of as soon as you can, as fast as you can, because that's what's going into your air. And don't use bleach, because it's just going to go out and get into and cause health. So that's the one thing that I always recommend. At least have somebody come in. I don't know if other restoration companies do this, but we do come out at a free service and assess it and let you know the best way to remediate mold. As far as fire, I want you to be aware of fire, because if you have a fire, there's these scanners that the restoration companies use. I refuse to do it. And if they see that you have a fire, they're going to stand out there and start knocking on your door. It's a big business coming in and remediating a home when your house is on fire, or when it's after it's been put out, to get you back up. So they listen to scanners, they come in and they push really fast and really hard and furious to get you to sign that paper. And sometimes they don't necessarily have your best interest in hand. So I recommend always get a second opinion when it's fire or mold. When it comes to water, again, get it stopped as fast as you can, but you can always get a second opinion before, if they're going to come in and just start tearing everything out. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to get your walls torn out because the water's creeped up. Sometimes we can get it taken care of and dried out and in and out. We had a client recently, and she had a burst pipe in her wall, and she had called another restoration company, and they were in there and out. In 2.5 weeks, they got it dried. She had the exact same thing happen this year, and luckily she called us. We went in, we were in and out of there in 3 days. The reason that sometimes a restoration company will come into your home and spend more time in there is because there's a charge. They bring in them, once the water damage is stopped, the water, it takes time to dry it. So they have a special deal with the insurance companies that they're on the 800 number, that they have a lower price per machine, but they may put in 17 machines when you may only need 4. And there's a charge for every machine. So people don't understand, oh yes, the insurance company has recommended them because they're on their list, but it's not always necessarily the best thing for you. So again, I ask that you just get a second referral, somebody to come in and just walk it through you. We also walk through, when we are caught on any event, fire, water, or mold, we check with your insurance agent before we do anything. Sometimes it's not covered. We have a client right now who just had a huge mold situation and water. And a lot of the restorations will come in and just start tearing. We stopped them. We said, okay, let's look at this. Let's see what your insurance is covered. She must have been like 87 years old. She didn't have a whole lot of money. If another restoration had come in and tore everything out, she would have been stuck with empty walls. I mean, no walls, just. So what we did is we waited to see what was covered, and she was not covered, unfortunately. So we only took care of what had to be taken care of so that she wasn't stuck with empty walls and a lot more damage that was going to have to be repaired. So we walk through the situation with you. We help you with your agents. We help you with the adjusters. And I don't know if anyone who, I know CJ has had to deal with adjusters. Sometimes they also do not have your best interest in hand. That's why I really, if not anything, if you don't use us, just make sure you get a second opinion. Just be aware of what you have to do when it comes to anything. Emergency, yes, it needs to be stopped. If it's water, if it's fire, it needs to be put out. But the remediation, you do have a little bit of time to take care of it. So please make sure you have the right person that comes in, the right person that has your best interest. And I can't stress that enough. So now I'm going to ask a couple questions for you guys. Okay, so I have little prizes. So, first question. How many spores are in a square inch of mold?
650,000.
Wrong.
Okay.
2 million. 650 million.
Yay!
I got 600.
I'll see those 650 million
And raise you one.
raise you one.
Okay, who knows if you have to go when you have a remediation of any fire or water mold? Do you, true or false, have to go with who your insurance company calls?
No.
Absolutely not.
I was first.
I saw no hand.
Ben,
Yes,
give it to Ben.
it was. And what's the answer?
Absolutely not.
Good
Right
job.
on, Deborah Solomon, a
To
winner.
make sure you know the people that are coming into your house.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's Terri. She's coming into your house.
No. You know what?
No,
The
Dale.
one thing about our company, Puro Clean, that's different with the other restoration companies is the first person you will see is Dale, who's my husband and co-owner of this business. He's going to walk you through it. He's not a salesman. He's there to help you and tell you what needs to be done at this time. So the other restoration companies, they have what they call a foreman, who's the first person they see, and that foreman is also / salesman. So the more work they do, the more money they make. We're not in the business to, of course, you know, we're all in business to make money, but we're not in at your expense. Thank you. Yes.
I got a question about the commercial side of things. If we had a customer that was, let's say, isolated to a single suite within a high-rise building, is that something you guys would take care of? And also, let's say it was beyond that and it was multi-floors in the same high-rise building, where do you guys kind of draw the line with respect to what you're looking for?
What prize does she win for answering it correctly?
You get a Puro Clean multi-faceted
Nice.
Highlighter.
That doesn't belong to him to give away.
And I can pull this out of Mark's ear later, too.
Wow. That's at least a